I missed you guys. Don't let me do this again. If I ever tell you I'm going on a week hiatus of like taking a break, just tell me I need a couple of days because I missed posting and I missed you guys. Like, what's up guys? Welcome to the club where everybody's welcome and anybody can join. If you are new to the club, welcome. And if you have been here, thank you for coming back. I'm really grateful that you clicked on this video and I hope you decide to join by subscribing and turning on that bell so that you get notified whenever we have more club meetings. It is still March, so yes, we are still talking about productive versus busy. I kind of took a bit of a detour with the feature from B. Siobhan, but I just figured you guys would enjoy that conversation. And we've been trying to collaborate and do a video for some time now, so back to regularly scheduled programming. So at the beginning of March, I talked a lot about are you busy versus productive and what that means. I'll insert a clip here. So to produce, it means to cause to happen or to come into existence, right? So that's productive. So let's figure out what busy is. Busy is having a great deal to do. Today we are talking about the planning. I think a lot of people have great ideas. We have wonderful ideas that would change the world, would change our lives, would change the lives of those connected to us. But a lot of times we don't have a plan on how to actually fulfill those goals and bring those goals and dreams into a position of reality, right? Part of that is planning. And part of that means you have to write it down. A lot of people keep their stuff in their head. I was like that for a long time. I kept all of my ideas, all of my dreams and stuff in my head. When you do that, you don't give yourself any room to see it. At least if you write it down, you can see it. You can start to imagine it. You can start to visualize it. But if you never write it down, you never even give yourself a fighting chance to make that dream a reality, to turn that dream and that idea into a working plan that you can work on every day and eventually get to your destination. I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to make a plan for any goal that you have that is going to make you productive, okay? The first one, a lot of people just skip over. What is the purpose of your goal? Why are you trying to achieve this particular thing? What are you gaining out of it? What are you losing from it? What are you changing? What are you getting rid of? So what is the purpose of your goal? That is the first step to creating a plan. Aside from getting your paper and your pen and stuff out, you have to know why you're doing this. The second thing is to write down a specific time-oriented goal. Well, first of all, if you just say I want a new car, that's not a goal. That's just an idea. What kind of car do you want? What kind of detail do you want of the car? What year do you want the car? What make? What model? Where do you want to get it from? How's that gonna affect your insurance? You know, stuff like that. Can you really afford the car? Do you want a new car? Do you want a used car? There's so many different variables. That's just about the car. Now you have to understand what's your deadline. Do you want a car in 2050? I don't think that's what you want. So do you want one by June? Do you want one by August? Do you want one by December 31st? What's something, and when you set your deadlines, be sure that when you set your deadlines, they are realistic, but they push you. So if we're gonna take the car goal, for example, say I have $2 grand saved up, right, already, and I have a stable income, I have a stable job, my money is flowing, and let's say, okay, I want a new car, by, what's this, it's March, end of March, let's say July, right? I don't want to put it at December because it's giving you too much time to procrastinate and say, oh, I'll get this later and change your mind and settle. That's giving you too much time if I say December 31st, right? But if I say July, that gives me time to set a budget. That gives me time to implement that budget. That gives me time to really save up that money, look for car loans if you're going to do that. If you're going to pay out of pocket, look for the car that you want. Is it somewhere close to me? Is there a dealership that has the car that I want? All that kind of thing. That gives you time to get your loan approved or whatever, however you're financing this new purchase, right? So make sure that your deadlines are realistic, but they challenge you. You don't want something that's going to be way too realistic. Like if I said I want a car, I want a new car, and so I want to get it next week, that's unrealistic. I'm not doing that. That's actually financially not the smartest decision to make. But if I said July, I can do July. Now, like I said, if I said December, that's too much time. And granted, that's different based on everybody's situation. But what I'm saying is the gist of this conversation is to make sure that you set a deadline that is realistic, but it pushes you. Number 3, and the last tip I'm going to give, is the action plan. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we have these great ideas, these wonderful surges of creativity and of energy to go do things and go be great, and that's wonderful. But if you don't have any steps that you can take day to day, month to month, quarter to quarter, year to year, then you're going to be kind of spinning your wheels. You'll feel like you're not being very productive, and you feel like you're just touching everything but accomplishing nothing. And that is a huge difference between the productivity versus being busy. So let's stick with the same goal, right? So if we say, okay, cool, I've made this car. I want a 2021 two-door Camaro that's hunter green by July of 2021. That's your goal, right? So now when you make your action plan is going to tell you, okay, cool, well, I have to do X, Y, and Z before I can even think about going to get the car. Like, you need to figure out how much is the car going to cost? How much are you willing to pay? Because I do not condone going in there and just buying whatever is there. Negotiate your price. Negotiate. Learn negotiation. Or take someone with you if you don't want to do it that you trust that will, help you out. For me, that'd be my dad. Like, I take my dad with me. You have to figure out how much. You have to shop around for interest rates if you're gonna do a car loan. You have to figure out, okay, cool, maybe they don't have the color car I want. Do you just want to get a red Camaro instead and just have someone do a paint job for you? That's another expense. There are different things that kind of pop up when you start to write out your action plan, and things that you couldn't even think of, but had you not written it out, you wouldn't have known that was even a factor. So then it comes up as a happy accident. It comes up as a surprise when you're moving through trying to get it done, trying to accomplish the goal, and this thing just pops up. But if you take the time before you even start making moves, before you even start getting things in order, sit down and write out the steps that you would need to do to accomplish that goal. And once you do that, now it's time to get to work. Now it's time to move the things around in your life, in your space, in your circle of influence, or whatever the case may be, to accomplish that goal. So let's get to work. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you agree with me, if you have any other tips, let me know down in the comments. I would love to see any advice and tips that you guys might have about planning and what's the best way to plan and go about accomplishing a goal. However, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor and let me know what you'd like to see from me next down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell so that you get notified whenever we have more club meetings. Until next time, I love you. Stay safe out here. I'm out.